What's up? My name is OTTERRAK and I make things. What am I making today? This flak jacket. This is a Boba Fett black jacket. Its armor pieces are a little too small. They're not correct to my body size. And I'm not the skinniest guy in the world, so we need to size them up in the 3D printer and reprint them. And this vest here, it's looks like a crop top. That's what my wife tells me, all right? It looks like a crop top. Let's resolve this issue. Let's get down, get dirty, and get to work. First print failed miserably. This is not at all what we want, because we want nice finished prints, not collaborational messes. Let's try again, one at a time. Okay, there we go. Belly plate, done. Electronics plate, beautiful. Clean plate, awesome. And center diamond. Oh, nice. All right, let's get to sanding. Let's get this monotony out of the way and try not to think about it again. Before we move on, we do need to cut the section out for the readout on his chest display. Make sure to be careful here. This can be a little dangerous and we don't want to cut our fingers off. First things first, we need to take this pile of bolts and mount them to the back of the armor. Now, you can use Velcro or snaps or whatever is more convenient for you, but I want to be as movie accurate as possible. Represent the character correctly. So this is the process that I'm going with, and this is the technique that I'm going to use. And there we go. With the magic of editing, I have completed this task. It is completed. So there you go. Thumbs up right for you. All right, now that we got them temporarily in place, it's time to attach them bolts permanently. And the way that I'm going to do it is 5-minute epoxy by JB, because I don't know, it's what I got. It's a 2-part mixture. You mix this stuff equally, 1 part hardener and 1 part resin, and we should have a nice hard epoxy attachment to the armor. Best thing I found with this stuff is just to glob it on. Just glob and glob and glob, because no one's gonna see it. No one's going to see your mess behind there. So just glob it on and call it a day. All right, here we go. The next product we're going to utilize is this Humbrol Maskall. It's a liquid latex. Now, I tell you, I've used other liquid latexes that you can get at the craft store. Do not buy it. It is runny and it does the job, just it's a lot more complicated. Get this stuff. It's amazing. It does the job. We're going to put it right onto this silver base using these Return of the Jedi armor stencils by Raphael Works. I don't know if he's still there, but I got these stencils off of the Dented Helmet website. They're amazing. They tell you exactly where every scratch and ding and dang needs to be in the order that you need to mark them off. A lot of people do it this way because it's the correct way, in my humble opinion. Terrible joke. Bad OTTERRAK. Anyway, there's extra color on the belly plate that isn't on the other chest pieces, and that's the moss green. Most people don't put it on. That's not right. You have to put all of the correct scratches in the correct colors, or at least as close as possible, to make this thing look right. So I'm doing the belly, then I'll paint all of the armor a yellow. Now I'm using 2 different yellows because I don't have the correct color and I just guesstimate, because it's got an orange hue to it, so an orangish yellow misted over top is the best way that I'm going to put it. Gives us this wonderful Boba Fett armor damage yellow, and then we'll put the liquid latex on all of these scratches in the correct spots using the new stencils and paint it again. The Boba Fett green that I have, which is Hunt Club green. And there it is, Hunt Club green. What a beautiful color when it comes out right. God, that's nice. Just amazing. Look at that green. I just can't get over how awesome that green looks. Let's just sit and bask in the glory of how awesome this green is. Back to reality. Now we get to take all of the liquid latex off. I tell you, there's nothing better. All of that work, all of them layers of paint, just waiting to be ripped off. And as you can tell, this is not my first rodeo. An eraser and a pick will serve you well to get all of this liquid latex off. And there you go. There is the electronics plate. It is a perfect match to what we were going for. These stencils are absolutely amazing. So let's get these other plates cleared off and see once what the whole thing looks like. Let's get that clean plate all cleared out of the liquid latex. Done. Now let's work on the belly plate, which is the exact same process, and done. And now it's time to start putting a strip of caulk. Yes, caulk. Caulk is what we need here. I bet you didn't know that Boba Fett had some caulk on his armor. Yep, caulk on his armor. That's what he's got. And there you go. There it is. Just that white caulk right on his armor. Let's get the workbench all cleaned up while we print out a stencil that gets put in the corner of the clean plate. It's a emblem with a backwards F and a blood drop and a stick going down the center. I printed this out with my Cricut because I'm awesome and crafters need Cricuts, because I'll be a monkey's uncle if I'm gonna pay for a sticker. When putting these things on, be super precise, because you're probably not going to get it back off once you get it on. Now this sticker is layered in 3 different colors. It's got a blue circle with white over top and then the red over top of that. Very high quality, if I do say so myself. Next thing in the adventures of Boba Fett armor making, we need to speckle the armor with specks of black satin spray paint. Why, you might ask, do I need to do this? Because reference pictures show it, and I want to keep it movie accurate, I guess. So there it is, speckled Boba Fett armor. Now ready for weathering. And if you know me and you've watched any of my videos in the past, you know that I love to weather. Weathering is one of the funnest things you can do because it actually brings it to life. And I will continue to tell you how awesome weathering is, because weathering is weathering and weathering is awesome. And the colors that I use, which I always use, are black, pavement, and burnt umber. These are the colors to make a dirt color. Always have been, always will be, in my personal opinion. And when putting this stuff on, you just throw it on. Don't think about it. Throw it on, take it off, throw it on, take it off, throw it on, take it off, and it'll give you a beautiful weathered look, like it's been in the dirt and sand. And then we lock it all in place with a little dull coat, because we don't want shiny, we want nice and dull. So Tester's dull coat is what we're going to put on here. Nice wet coat. When it dries, we're done. This project took longer than I was anticipating, so this is part 1 of 2. If you want to watch me make the vest and put it all together and get it onto old Boba Fett, then come back in about a week when the next video comes out. Thanks for your patience, and we'll see you in the next one. My name is OTTERRAK, and this is the Creation Destination.